There are many different ways in the English language to say that you are excited. So maybe you need to start switching up your phrases that you use so that your English can either sound more professional or you can really show someone how excited you are depending on the context. In this lesson, I'll teach you all the phrases and idioms that you absolutely need to know in order to say that you are excited. Let's get started. If someone says they are like a kid in a candy store, it means that they are so excited that they have the same level as a child who has access to a lot of candy. Because let's be honest, children love candy, including my own children. They love it. So if you're like a kid in a candy store, it means that there's so many things around you that you are just very excited, and maybe you can't pick one thing or you can't choose one thing. And maybe if you have a hobby, let's say you're like really into cars and you go to a car show where they have all these fancy cars and these cars with incredible motors and things like that, you could say, oh, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. This is awesome. So it just shows that you're excited about a specific thing and that your level of excitement would match a child's when it comes to candy. If you don't want to say this phrase, I'm like a kid in a candy store, you could say, it's like I won the lottery. When you say it's like I won the lottery, it means that something so good happened to you. It feels amazing and it feels exactly like winning a lot of money. So oftentimes I say, oh, my kids are so good. It's like I won the lottery. I really do love my children and it feels like an amazing blessing because they're just so healthy and happy. It feels like the lottery. Moving on from these two idioms, if you say I'm fired up, it means you are really, really excited about something and your level of enthusiasm is through the roof. When we say that something is through the roof, it means it's very high. So if you want to just convey to someone how excited you are for something to be happening or something that's going to happen, you can definitely say, I'm really fired up. And it means you're very passionate about it as well. I get very fired up about teaching English idioms. It's not a common thing to get fired up about, but for me, that's what I'm passionate about. So I get fired up about it. The most common way that you definitely need to know how to say that you're excited is to say, I'm pumped. Now this is more casual. It's used casually amongst friends or amongst your peers, but you could say, I'm really pumped up for the party on Friday. Or you could say, I'm really pumped up about all these new English words I'm learning. I'm doing so good. It just means you're very excited. And again, it's like you're getting very passionate about the subject. You'll often hear American speakers say, are you pumped to go to the game on Friday? Or are you pumped to see that movie? It means the exact same as are you excited to see that movie? Or are you excited to go to the game? So just keep in mind that these two words in casual, informal English are used the exact same. If you don't know already, you can always say thrilled instead of excited. Now, I would say that if you say you're thrilled, it means you're pretty excited. So don't just say this if you're kind of excited. Say, I'm really thrilled. I'm really thrilled about my new car. This word can be used in an informal or a formal context. So you could say, I'm really thrilled about our sales numbers lately. If you're at work and you say this is completely acceptable. Or you could say, I'm just so thrilled that I'm going to go get some new shoes. This just means you're extremely excited. Now, often excitement can come with being nervous. For me, the two emotions go hand in hand. That means they go with each other. When I'm really nervous for something, I'm also usually excited for it in a positive way. If you're watching a movie and it's a little bit scary or it's a little bit thrilling, that means you don't know what's going to happen, you could say, I'm on the edge of my seat. So that feeling of wanting to know what happens next or being kind of scared of the movie or whatever is going on, you can describe that as saying, I'm on the edge of my seat. It's like I'm ready to stand up and run around. I'm so excited. Maybe you've done something that you are so excited to do and so happy about that you start shaking. So the phrase we use for this is we say, I'm shaking with excitement. I'm shaking with excitement to go travel out of the country. Or maybe if I'm gonna see a friend that I haven't seen in a very long time, I might say, I'm shaking with excitement to see my old friend. This means I'm kind of nervous and I'm just so excited that I'm almost shaking. You don't literally have to be shaking, your body doesn't have to be shaking, but oftentimes people do actually start to shake when they get excited. Let's talk about a couple professional ways you can say that you are excited for something. So oftentimes in emails, I say, hey, I'm looking forward to your response. This means I'm excited for your response to my email. Or I'll say, I'm looking forward to working with you. This means I'm excited to work for you. Of course, this is not super enthusiastic. It's not super exciting to say, but it's just very professional. Another way that you can say this is you can say, I'm eager to work with you, or I'm eager to hear your response. This means you're a little bit more excited than just looking forward to it. But again, saying eager just keeps it very professional. You're not using any crazy idioms, or you're not saying, I'm shaking with excitement. You would never say this in a professional context or an email. They're just more formal, and this is just more in spoken conversation and casual, informal conversation. When you are excited for something that's going to happen, of course, American speakers will always say, I can't wait. I'll often comment that on people's pictures, oh, I can't wait to see you, or I can't wait to meet your new baby, things like that. This is just a super common to show that you're excited, and I would say it's very polite to say. If you want to say, I can't wait to see you on Friday, it's just a polite way to say, like, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited. When I get ready to travel, the night before I have to travel on an airplane, I can never sleep. So this is the phrase, I was so excited that I couldn't sleep last night. If you want to tell someone that you were anticipating something, so you were waiting for something, and you were very excited about it, you can always say, I was so excited that I couldn't sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching this English lesson with me. My name's Kayla. You can visit EnglishWithKayla.com for more English lessons. And I want to know, what was your favorite phrase from today's lesson? Maybe you learned a new phrase that you had never used before. Maybe you learned a new phrase that you had never heard before. Or maybe you were reminded of a phrase that you once heard and now you can use in conversation to say that you are excited. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Goodbye!